Here's a quick news break with yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO, Baton Rouge's own. Salute to Louisiana. NBA Youngboy is in a tad bit of trouble once again, or potentially in some trouble, as NBA Youngboy, as we all know, has had a checkered past. He served time for attempted murder, assault, and weapon violations. He's gotten that 10-year suspended sentence, right? To be fair to Youngboy, he's been in a much better space as of late. He's been staying out of trouble. He's been staying out of the way, just making great music. As we know, Youngboy is one of the biggest things going on YouTube right now. As a matter of fact, over the last couple of years, Youngboy is the biggest streamed artist via YouTube music. He's just the biggest out there. Youngboy might have made a mistake, though, as there's a video going around of him in a music video with some straps in his hand. Also seen in the video is Youngboy's half-brother. They share the same dad, Jeffrey Tate. According to East Baton Rouge District Attorney Felon Moore, Jeffrey Tate won't be in any trouble because he's technically not a convicted felon, nor is he under any bond obligation. But Youngboy is a different story. Since he is technically a convicted felon, he obviously should not be in music videos that could potentially get him any trouble, especially holding pistols in his hand, especially with people around holding their phones up, recording it for Insta stories. Because if you look at this doesn't look like a music video. This just seems like niggas getting off. Now, obviously, us being music fans, we know it's a music video, but to that judge, obviously probably a white judge, all they see is black dudes gloating guns around. One's a convicted felon. Youngboy could possibly face charges for possession of a firearm. Speaking of Jeffrey Tate, NBA Youngboy's brother, some news broke on a case that involves him. He recently asked a judge could he move to California with NBA Youngboy, who is technically in the process of moving to the West Coast, since technically, though Youngboy is a convicted felon, he's not on any paperwork right now. He's been trying his hardest to get out of Baton Rouge and move to California. I heard he's in transition, trying to get that move underway. Jeffrey Tate's trying to get to the West Coast to get away from a lot of the trouble like Youngboy. Tate and Youngboy's other half-brother have been formally charged with second-degree murder in connection to the murder of Juwan Brown, who succumbed to his injuries after he was shot while walking home. Jeffrey Tate was charged with second-degree murder, principal to illegal use of a weapon, and simple battery. A judge determined that Tate will be standing trial as an adult. Meanwhile, NBA Youngboy's other brother who's involved in this, as well as Devon Tate, is now facing charges of illegal use of a weapon and second-degree murder. The two brothers and 16-year-old Kevin Anderson were arrested in December in connection to Brown's death. Police said the incident occurred after Devon, Jeffrey, and Kevin confronted Javon Brown and his friend while they were on their way home. They said the confrontation escalated and resulted in Javon getting shot in the stomach. The three suspects then fled the scene before police arrived and began a search of the area. Brown was taken to the hospital where he died the next day. I want to send some prayers to Javon Brown's family. In regards to Jeffrey Tate trying to ask a judge, can he get to the West Coast? He better move quickly. And for Youngboy, he better get out of Baton Rouge quickly because that spotlight's on him. And Youngboy, and there's somebody in Youngboy's team, I don't know if it's him specifically, they watch my videos. So if this does get back to Youngboy, you need to get out of Louisiana immediately. And I'm going to blame Youngboy's label a little bit. Now, Youngboy will admit that he's been kind of hard-headed thus far in his career. But I'm going to blame Youngboy's label a little bit, Atlantic, man. Y'all make a lot of free money on Youngboy. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all don't put a lot of money into promoting his music. Y'all don't put a lot of money into advertisement of NBA Youngboy. That dude sells himself on YouTube. He's got one of the biggest demographics in the game period, in the music game period. I'm talking about include pop stars. Bruh can reach anybody from the street dude to the kids. Youngboy's got the demographics on lock. That's why he's the biggest stream artist on YouTube every month. And I'm going to call out Atlantic. If y'all see y'all guys shooting a music video, man, help him out. Tell him, make sure we got everything clear, because there is a way to clear the music videos so judges don't look around and they look at like a viral video and they see Youngboy with a gun in his hand and they're wondering what the hell happened, because actors do it all the time, right? Actors go play roles in movies even if they've got a checkered past. Convicted felons get movie roles, right? So in Youngboy's case, all he needs to do is have his label Atlantic get everything cleared so it doesn't look like he's just around random street niggas holding up weapons. He's a recording artist. When he does a music video, that is technically an act. And it would be nice if Youngboy's label would back him and let let the right people know, get it clear with the judge and all that. Let it be known, like, no, this dude he's playing a role right now when he's in his music video. That's his job. He's a recording artist. His role is to shoot fictional music videos. It would be nice if his label had his back. Now, Youngboy's hard-headed, so maybe they've tried that. But Youngboy doesn't need to be the dude pulling up the rock with some of his niggas to do random music videos for features right now. Because he needs everything on the up and up cleared. Because you can really avoid situations like this if he got everything cleared through the right protocols. So, quick news break with yours truly. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.